For a while now, I've been listening to boxing coaches asking the questions, why do coaches use paddles and which paddles are the best ones to use? So I've been using these Pro Box paddles now for a couple of years, and I decided to share my opinions about them using video demonstrations as well, and it is all coming up. Hey team, I'm Dave. Welcome to the Wimborne Boxing Club channel. If this is the first time that you're visiting, I'd like to let you know that we bring you the very best in interactive virtual pad work, coaches corner, and boxing product reviews. If you like the sound of that, why don't you hit the subscribe button, hit the bell next to it, and you'll get notified every time we post a video. So let's move on to today's video, talking about boxing paddles. So the best place to start really is with the why. Using boxing paddles, just through the nature of how we hold them, limits the impacts to our hands, to our wrists, and to our shoulders. So going forwards, this means longevity for a boxing coach. For a boxer, it's exactly the same. It is less impact on their hands, on their wrists, and on their shoulders. So again, it gives longevity to the boxer. So what are the negatives about the paddles? The major negative, and probably the only negative I see with using paddles, is range, or helping the boxer to find their range. Even with pads, you can see that there's still going to be a few inches between pad and chin. So a boxer then steps into sparring and they've got to make up those few inches. However, when holding paddles, that range is even further. So when I'm using paddles, I'm probably looking at my boxer landing here and here. So you can see the range now is a lot different to that if they were sparring. Now you're not talking inches, you're talking feet. So the only real negative with paddles, even versus pads or paddles versus sparring, is the range. You're going to give your boxer a false sense of range, which is why I like to use a mixture of paddles and pads. So let's go and talk specifically about the Pro Box paddles themselves. Now, over the years, I have used various paddles. I'm not going to mention the brand, but I have used various paddles. And for the last 2 years, I've been using Pro Box. And I've got to say, I'm pretty impressed with the Pro Box paddles. At this point, down below, there is a link. So go check out the link and you can read even more about the boxing paddles, and you can read even more reviews from other people about these Pro Box paddles. So back to my opinion on them then. So like I said, I've been using them now for the last couple of years, and they have been, out of all the ones that I've tried, the best ones so far. They're quite lightweight, which means speed is quite easy with them. They're pretty small for paddles. I've used some bigger paddles, but the target area is still fairly big. But like I say, they're light, so the speed is still pretty good. If you've got a fast, light boxer, you can keep up with them. They're quite durable, and they have, like I say, they've lasted 2 years now, and I'm a full-time coach, so I use them every day and more than once a day. I use them a lot. So if you look at them now, they pretty much look brand new. So there's no wear and tear. They're fantastic paddles, and they've had a lot of use, and they've still got a lot of use left in them. So personally, I haven't tried all the paddles. I'm not going to say I have, but the ones that I have used, these have come out on top. So if you're thinking about getting some paddles, value for money as well, these are probably some of the cheaper paddles you can get. Value for money versus the amount of times I've used them and the time left in them, I'm going to have to say that these so far are coming out top. So like I said, there is a link below if you want to go take a look and maybe get your own pair of paddles. Highly recommended the Pro Box paddles. I hope this has been of some sort of use, and I look forward to bringing you another video really soon.